If you run across this video, consider yourself extremely blessed. In this video, I'm going to teach you the scientific way from taking a meme coin from literally zero and scaling it to 50 to maybe $100,000 in market cap up until the point where you could potentially rug pull it and make millions, hundreds of thousands of dollars in liquidity for yourself, your partners, and the people that are involved in your project. Okay, this video is absolutely not for everybody. This video is specifically for the people that have and are tired of losing thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars in the meme coin space. If you haven't realized by now, there's millions of dollars, billions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars going into the meme coin space every single second. And if you haven't figured out a way to capture that, then you're doing something extremely wrong. But that's what I'm going to fix for you in this video. Now, before I begin, I want you to do one of two things. Actually, two things. I want you to pull out your phone or go to the top right of your browser, open up your Phantom wallet. And if you don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars in that wallet, I need you to shut everything off and pay very close attention to this video. The second thing I want you to do is go ahead and comment down below why you should be the winner of one soul for this giveaway. I do a giveaway every video and I want to make sure that you can capture it. So let's begin. The first step in creating and orchestrating a meme coin rug pull is identifying narratives. Okay? What is a narrative? A narrative is something, basically the base of your meme coin. Okay? Why exactly does it exist? That is for you to figure out. Okay? Now, I'm going to give you throughout this video a lot of different tips on how you can specifically go about doing this the easiest way. If in order to craft a narrative, you have to choose a theme. Okay, what is a theme? There's multiple different themes in the meme coin space. One, there's legit just memes, there's trends, and there's replicas. Okay, here are a little bit of facts of each one. That way you can literally just dissect different aspects of this and apply it to your own. If you're building a meme, for example, it's going to be extremely hard to get it off the ground. Chill Guy is an example of a meme. This meme, for example, went up to the point where it was making, I think it hit like almost $1 billion in market cap, don't get me wrong, or $500 million in market cap. That is extremely hard to do. Okay, this was a meme that was creative with content and a lot of different people sharing it everywhere. It went viral outside of the crypto space, which is why it gained so much traction. But keep in mind, you have to be able to craft a story. It has to be funny, you have to be creative, and you have to make a crap ton of content around it. Okay, now the next thing is actually building trends. So if you want to build a trend, this is something that's more reliable, right? Because there's instant attention to it. If, for example, right now at the moment, Kanye is going crazy on Twitter, then I would want to get some of that attention into my project. And this is where trends come in. If every other politician is releasing a meme coin right now, or every other country is releasing their own meme coin, these are some of the trends that I want to rely on, right? Build a good narrative around a different country. Let's say Trump is wanting to purchase Greenland. Let's make a Greenland coin, right? All these different things play into all of this, okay? So again, when you have a trend, it gets more instant attention and it heavily relies on your network and connections as well, okay? Why does it rely on your connections? Because if you're able to have bigger people, let's say trendy people that you can partner up with, you can actually craft a very good negative and have very big gains. In terms of the memes, you can have medium gains, but it takes longer to build up. These replica ones, right, which pop up all the time whenever somebody launches a meme coin that's big, all right, there's always copycats. And these are really simple because you simply copy and paste what another meme coin looks like that just got released, okay? And people are automatically going to buy yours on accident, okay? That's pretty much how it is. These are for quick, small gains before people realize that they aped into the wrong coin, okay? How do you go about, once you pick one of these, what do you need to look for? You need to gauge audience demand, okay, before you launch. You need to gauge audience demand to see if it's a viable coin to launch, okay? The first thing is going to be audience size. I don't recommend for any coin to have less than, let's say, 50 to 100,000 of concurrent audience members, right? 50 to 100,000, it could be Twitter followers, TikTok followers, it could be subscribers, whatever the case may be. The audience should be very big. Now, engagement, you have to make sure that the audience isn't dead. So I recommend at least 50% engagement, at least 50% of the audience should be lively and talking and watching the videos. If you have a page that has 100,000 followers and only 5,000 of those actually interact, then that should be a no-go, right? Another thing is competition analysis. Before you launch, you actually have to be very careful. If you have any other competition, why would you want to have a lot of competition in your specific niche, right? Now, competition serves you well when you're a replica, right? It doesn't serve you well when you're in trends because other people are not going to be paying attention to you. And it does not serve you well when you're in memes if you're battling with a lot of people, right? So if there's competition between the audience, that's going to be very, very tough. You have to make sure that the audience you have is tight knit and focusing on your thing. And based on that, you should be able to see if you have a viable option. Okay. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you structure a well-organized pre-launch. Okay. How do you go about organizing a pre-launch? The first thing you want to do is gather eyeballs. Eyeballs are the most important thing. Okay, if nobody's watching your coin, if nobody's keeping up with you, then you're not important, you're not relevant, nobody is going to buy into you. Okay, so what do you need to build that's required? The first thing is a Telegram channel, because everybody that has a meme coin has a Telegram channel, so you have to look legit. Okay, you want to make sure you get it to about 1,000 members. The next thing you want to do is you want to make sure you have a Twitter. This should have an engagement of views of around constantly 50,000 per week. Okay, that makes sure that you're consistently in front of other people. And lastly, you want to make sure you have a website. The website is going to add the cherry on top to the legitimacy factor and allow people to buy in consistently. Okay, this should have a record of your finances, right? If you look at different websites, they have liquidity pools that show, hey, X amount goes to the dev, X amount goes to the creator, X amount goes to the community. Okay, this is going to make sure that people are comfortable buying into this. Okay, now, how do you go ahead and build the social presence? You have 3 different options for this, okay? You can build from scratch, meaning you create a solid content base. Maybe you hire a content team of short form content creators. And basically from there, you're able to craft a narrative. You're able to, put out memes here and there and get hundreds of thousands of views over an extended period of time. This would take an average, I'm not going to lie, of around 30 to 60 days to actually pull off correctly of strategic content put out. Okay. You can also partner with people. Partnering is a big one, right? There's been many influencers that have partnered with devs. Why? Because to be completely honest with you, the hardest part is actually getting a community and getting attention and getting people to want to buy in. So if you partner with someone, this is going to be very well. You just have to make sure that you have a legit contract in place to make sure nobody gets screwed over. And this could be done within a period of hours, right? You could partner with someone and launch a coin in an hour, and it doesn't really matter. Why? Because they already have the attention. You want to focus on micro or macro influencers that are within 50 to 100,000 audience size range. Why? Because the bigger you get, the more attention you're drawing to yourself, the less frequently you can do these type of things. The last one is trend jacking. Okay, you want to make sure that, again, you could easily replicate a meme coin that's doing extremely well. This can be launched, it has to be launched within minutes of another coin, and you just copy and paste the legit sites, right? So you copy and paste how the Telegram looks, the website looks, the Twitter looks, and you should be completely fine. Now, if you're going to go the route where you build from scratch, you have to make sure you have a good content team with creators. If you're going the way of partnering, you have to make sure that with this, you're taking a percentage of the revenue. And for this last one, you just have to make sure that you escape fast enough, right? Because it's a pump and dump at the end of the day. Now, how exactly what you should expect from each and every single one of these options. If you join in at 100, and let's say the market cap starts around $5,000, right? At 50,000, right? You experience a 10x. Here, I don't know exactly what it is, but you should experience 2x. But this right here, the copy paste, it's really sporadic. So I can't really tell you how much it hit, right? The bigger the coin is that you replicated, the bigger you're more than likely going to hit a market cap on absolute accident, right? So the gains are very sporadic. You could literally go from 100K plus to not getting any buyers at all, okay? So it's very, very sporadic. Now, what do you have to do? After you've looked at the competition, you've chosen what exact type of narrative you want to craft, and you've gone around creating Now you've gone around and creating all the social channels. Now you want to get ready for the actual part, the best part, which is the coin creation. You want to make sure that you weigh out your options, okay? There's two different options, main options, the most well-known, which is Pump.Fun and Radium. Okay, with Pump.Fun, usually hit lower market caps. They're usually referred to as shit coins, excuse my language, and there's usually way more competition in that platform to actually make something viable. Okay, there's also you also have very small access to your initial supply of coins, meaning you're not going to make as much money once you potentially rug the coin. Okay, with the Radium, for example, you usually have higher market caps. They're referred to as projects because they're simpler and better, right? And they have they require, the one thing about it is does require more marketing. But again, we're going to dive specifically into the marketing is afterwards, so you shouldn't necessarily have an issue with that. Okay, and lastly, you have full control of the initial supply, which is absolutely amazing because now you can make as much money as possible from the coin. You want to make sure that you put all of this into a bundler that spreads this amongst different wallets. Okay, so you're not held accountable for anything, and you should be completely fine. Okay, how do you create a coin on Radium? A lot of people ask me, like, how do I create a coin on Radium? You usually need a developer to do this. I like to use a website called CoinFast. To be honest with you, this is a coin that I'm actually about to create, right? Geo Millet is because, I don't know if you guys know this by the time you're watching this video, basically the president of Argentina rugged his entire country, right? So I'm taking in all of these different steps, right? So right here, I'm making sure that it's a meme, okay? And I'm also trend jacking, okay? Because politicians right now are rugging people. And there was also, if we look at Deck Screener, there's also a trend of saying jail X person, like jail Hawktua or jail Stool was another big thing. Saying jail to the people that rugged in the beginning of the token name, it was a very big trend. So now I'm combining two trends. All you want to do from here is, as you can see here with Radium, you can actually have 100% of the supply to yourself, which is absolutely amazing. Here you put the Telegram and the website and the Twitter that I mentioned for you. Discord is not really that used. Here you don't necessarily have to put anything, but for the three bottom options, you just want to make sure that you put select on all three. Why do you do this? To make sure that people actually look at your coin as legit. And then the basic thing is you just want to make sure that you create your token, right? So it's literally super simple with CoinFast, even though a lot of people think making a coin on Radium is like super duper hard. It really, really, truly isn't. You just have to make sure that you sign up using your wallet, and it's going to give you a little bit of error messages, but to be honest, it's completely fine. And then you're going to get a notification that your token is created. And that's basically it. Now you're ready for the launch. Now you're ready to send the token address to a lot of people, as long as you have access to your own pool of liquidity. And again, the really, really cool thing is that here you're going to have access to your entire supply right away. Not like Pump.Fun, where you're only going to have access to like 10%, or you have to put in like 10 SOL in order to actually get as much supply. What happens post-launch? You might be asking, like, what happens after I just did this? I just created my coin on Radium. Now, what exactly do I do? The first thing that you want to do is, no matter where you're at, you want to make sure you put your announcement out, okay? Hey, coin is live. At this point, if you did the pre-launch correctly, you've hyped up your individuals now, and you can actually do a socials launch where, again, you announce it on these Telegram channels, on the Twitter channels, on the website. You update everything. You can actually also partner with individuals. This is a very underrated thing where you partner with individuals that have a larger audience size, and you give them a supply for them to basically promote it to their community. Or you can actually just literally pay people to give shout outs. There's plenty of different Twitter pages to have that. And then the last thing you want to do is just wait to the highest market cap, to reach the highest market cap, and then you can start withdrawing profits using liquidity pools on Radium. Okay, I'm not going to show that on this video. You can go to my other videos, or you can join my Telegram down below, where I can actually share a lot more of this information without any legality issues. All right, guys, God bless. We'll speak soon.